Hello and welcome back to Long Dark. And more precisely, the story mode of Long Dark. And we are still on episode 1. We're still in Melton and we are still not able to fend off wolves super efficient. But we at least have the means of scaring them off momentarily, at least. And we, in the previous episode, got back to from finding the tunnel and finding something written in the bus that was collapsed from the tunnel collapse, and got back to Grey Mother, and she now has us sent to the farmhouse down here to bring something back, which we don't really know what it is or what it is for. But nonetheless, don't really have any reason to not go and get it, so let's go and get it. While avoiding as many wolves as we can. Right. For now, let's see if we can head in the right direction at least, while avoiding the wolves. There it is. Thought I heard it. And yeah, by crouching you drastically reduce the distance where they can see you, so crouching is important when you don't want to be spotted. Yeah. See what we can find in here. More lantern fuel, herbal tea, cloth, nothing in there, and a tin of sardines with some soda. Soda. Yeah, and I think once I have ransacked this
too heavy
house, I will head pretty much to where I need to go. Take the water. Mostly because we can. And do this. There we go. Crouch and leave. You stay crouched when you transition that way. If you crouch before leaving, you will stay crouched when you leave. Which, if you know that there might be wolves or something else around, might be good to... Yeah. Might be a good idea to do, because uncrouching and crouching again to move a bit quicker.
This is just terrible.
Right, let's see if we can get down here. I'm not so heavy that I can't run, but yep. Let's see what we can do. Yeah, and there's wolves around, so we need to be careful. I should technically have enough fire to get to the house over there. As long as the wind doesn't pick up and blow out my torch, which it can. Turned out. Where are you, Wolfie? I know you are here. I just don't know where. Here we go. And yeah. There is no jump in this game, so you can't sort of jump up a ledge or something. That's not a thing. So you need to sort of plan which way you go.
Holy shit. What have we here?
Okay. I think that the wolf attacked the deer. Yep, it did. And right about there as well.
That's a
annoying.
bad sign. That scarf wrapped around your arm. Where'd you get it?
You're never gonna find her.
What did you do to my friend?
We burned them all, you know, in the old school. It was so easy. We just shoved them in there and locked the door.
You monsters.
It just happened. All the lights went out, the damn bus lost control and crashed into the tunnel. Brought the roof down on us. Barely crawled out of there alive. Hell, some didn't. People all hanging around trying to get warm after the power went out. All huddled together, scared and freezing. Oh man, I would like to have seen that. But we sure warmed them up.
You're a bastard.
That's about right. We put them all in the old schoolhouse so we could keep an eye on them. And then something happened to the lights. The power. It was like sparks everywhere and then fire. Your scarf lady found us while the school was burning. She tried to help get them out, but it was already too late. Smoke already did them in. She fought like hell to try and get him out. She stuck a knife or a screwdriver, I'm not sure, into one of our guys. It cut me too. And then ran out into the blizzard.
Where did you see her after that?
You want to know about your lady? Help me first.
Damn it, tell me where she is.
We caught up, but she's a fiery one. Still had the knife. Yeah. Got me real good, you can see. We tried to stop her, but she ended up on the bus. Somehow, she was small enough to crawl through the crushed part. She got away. Whatever good it's gonna do her.
If you so much as hurt...
We barely clipped her wings. She wasn't hurt too bad.
Not hurt too bad?
All right, she was bleeding. A bit. No way out of here now. The roads are all blocked. You'll never find her.
You have no idea how stubborn I am.
I told you what I know. Are you gonna help me or what? Pull this knife out of me. It's stuck in deep, and I can't feel anything below my waist. I need it out.
You go after the old lady in the house, too? As well as letting those people in the school burn to death?
Hey, you think they put me on that bus for my good behavior? That's the bus to Black Rock.
Black Rock?
Yeah, you know. Black Rock Federal Pen. Where they put the worst of the bad people. The bad people, bad people. People too bad for the mainland. It's like an old penal colony or some damn thing. They know there's no easy way for us to get back.
Imagine how lucky you are. All those people in Milton, scared, dying, and you getting to live.
And here we have a choice. Push or pull. And I will pull.
You don't deserve help. But here.
Oh! Whew. Oh, that's better. Now, I'll just sit here for a while. I think I'm warming up.
Warming up in the good or the bad way. Anyway, with that cutscene, we now have a pry bar. And bank deposit box key number 15.
This gear's starting to slow me down.
Hey. Let's look through and see what we can find. A sewing kit. That is good. I will probably use that.
I need anything right about now.
And make sure I eat and drink and such. It's going to be important. Utilities bin. I'm not going to read all of that. It's way too much text. Stale peanut butter. Okay. Oh. See a thing that is really good to have. Can opener. Coffee, some herbal tea.
I better take this food.
Yeah. This is pretty good. Rancid rabbit. Raw. Because it's raw, I can actually cook it, which means it will be edible. Which isn't necessarily true in real life, but nonetheless, it's a game. Let's start a fire. And if your fire starting chance is low enough, you can fail. Now the story mode
Come on.
does give you a lot of leeway. Like your
Turned out pretty well.
in your chances of succeeding. But in the normal sandbox, it does take what do you call it? It's more common that you may fail because it's actually like skill level based instead of just this. In the story mode, it's more like either you know it or you don't. And if you do know it, you have a pretty good chance of succeeding. And that's pretty much it. Like, so Whereas in the normal sandbox, it's actually something you level up and become better at. And when you get better and better and better, your chance of success gets higher. So that's something to keep in mind. Let's see if we can drink some soda and stuff, because they do weigh a lot. So there we go. And let's do that. Cook. Cook that. Do I have anything else to cook? Not really. No. Yeah, no, not really. So, let's see if we can go in here and go into actions and repair. Now, repairing clothes in like normal sandbox is not this, like, your chance of success is not 95%. The repair amount is fairly similar, but the chance of success is more like 65%. It's a lot less. But this is important to do because we have to make sure that our clothes actually protect us and give us as much warmth as they possibly can. And that is probably the biggest issue.
I could use this.
When it comes to like surviving out in the cold is your clothes actually like capable of keeping you warm? That is something to take into consideration, because you might actually not gain much at all in terms of warmth or wind protection or water protection. So it is important to look at the condition of the things you have on, because you might not actually get that much warmth out of it. And as we can see now, our weight capacity is less than 30. It's 29.75 kilos. And that is because our tiredness meter here, the eye, is below 50%. And it will continue digging into our max carrying capacity until we sleep or reaches 0. I think carrying capacity goes down all the way to 15 kilos, so it goes down quite a lot, which is something to take into consideration. And yeah, 5% we failed that. A 5% chance to fail, which we did. So it's not like you can't fail, it's just less likely to fail in the story mode with how it works for those kind of things, and how it does the percentage chances and so on. And depending on what you're repairing, you might actually need more than one piece of cloth or leather or whatever it is that needed for repair. That's 93%. That's good enough. Repair you up to 100%. Yeah, so we're now up to a warmth bonus of +9. It's actually pretty good. Could be better, but it's not bad. $583, that's good enough. And then it's 80, that's good enough. And yeah, let's do that. %, that's also good enough. And we now have a warmth bonus of +11. Let's drop those shoes and drop those shoes. Shoes are really heavy, so you don't really want to run around with a lot of like spares on you. And that vest is also pretty heavy, so that's why I took my time to dismantle it. And make sure to eat, since we're eating salty crackers. It's eating into our oh my god.
That'll come in handy.
Into our water reserve or water meter. Let's see. Picked up this. I don't think that's any good. That is the kind of thing we already have on both our feet. Yeah, and we can see we have 2 slots for various things, and that is outer layer and inner layer. So you can have two pairs of socks. You can only have one pair of shoes, 1 pair of gloves or mittens or whatever you have, but you can have 2 like inner shirts. You can have 2 like overcoats, and you can have 2 like headpieces or whatever you want to call it. And depending on what the stats is for certain things, windproofness and I think waterproofness needs to be in the outer layer. So that's this side here, and the outer layer for this is this side here. Now, if you have two of the same, it doesn't really matter. Just have the one with the highest condition. Otherwise, it's fairly easy to just... But then you might want to do something like this, because depending on which one you have, where decides what you see. Right, I actually need to do... that repair bit. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to sleep for 5 hours in the game. And then I will head up into Milton. And what we are going to do... Oh, wool mittens. Those are much better. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to head up to Milton. I'm going to see what I can do when it comes to all of that, and we will I think end it once we get up into Milton, like end the episode. But since we're leaving and I'm not sure where the wolves are, oh, there you are. Okay. Work gloves. Not really necessary, but anyway. I will head up to Milton, as I've said. And then I will sort of end with shoving a bunch of supplies away for Grey Mother, because I am pretty weighed down by it's all the cans. The cans is very, very heavy. Cans are very good, but they are very heavy. So you usually don't want to have too many cans on you all the time. So that's something I need to fix. I need to lighten the load a bit, and then we can once we have done that, once we have lightened our load, I can get back to progressing the story. But that may have to wait until the next episode. And yeah, as you can see, the sprint on the bottom right of the screen is red. That is because I am too heavy to sprint. So if you're too weighed down, you actually don't... You're not able to sprint because you're too heavy. You're carrying too much weight. Which sort of makes sense because, yeah, if you're carrying too much, you're probably not going to be moving very quickly, regardless of how fast you try to move your legs. And you can't really carry too much. If I remember correctly, like through history, a foot soldier, like a soldier on foot, could carry like a lot, but like the most amount of weight they could have in like the kit and gear and so on was sort of like around 40 kilos, which is a lot. But more than that, and the human body can't carry it anymore. It's just, the body just buckles and just can't move. So sort of makes sense, and I think some of the the weight in the Long Dark game here is sort of not necessarily representing how heavy it is real life, but sort of emulating how hard it is to transport when you don't have a proper backpack or crates and stuff to shove it in. So I think it's sort of emulating how annoying it is to carry, and more than just, oh, it weighs this amount. But if you actually went and weighed something, it's probably like, yeah, it's not like a kilo or 500, like, or half a kilo. It's a bit less than that, but still. So let's go in here and see if we can transfer a bit. Is that all? No. Okay, so there will... I do need to add more fuel. Good to know.
My fingers feel numb.
Yeah. We're inside now, so we should be fine. Now let's shove away all of the things that is bad condition on, or low-ish condition. Condition, yeah. And let's remove that. That's not a good one. Don't remember how it is with food poisoning and like diseases and stuff in the story mode, but that's why I'm giving away the low condition things first, because if you play sandbox, like the normal sandbox free roaming of Long Dark, if you eat the low condition stuff, you have a pretty high chance of getting food poisoned, which is bad. So I do want to avoid that, but I don't remember how it is in this. Extra supplies. Yeah, we still need to get more, but it was actually good to do because we're now a lot lighter. Now, I'm not sure what it is that is weighing me down. It's probably... the rose hips are probably like a big thing. These can be harvested. Because as it is, the ruined, or if it says ruined, which is condition 0%, it can't be used anymore. So, but as a torch, even if it's ruined and you can't use it, it's still going to weigh like 0.3 kilos, whereas as a stick, it weighs less. So, and yeah, that's there. This weighs a lot. I can drop that. Drop these two. Do need that with me. I will keep the snare just in case. And this is still good to have just in case. Actually don't need that. And I think we pretty much have shoved away as much stuff as we can get away with. So it's mostly just getting rid of a bunch of food, which is weighing me down. The cans and stuff weighs a lot, so... But we are going to save and end at least this recording session here. And we will come back and continue the story next time. So what we are going to do going forward, we have been down to Paradise Meadows Farm where we met the inmate. And we got the key. So now we need to actually go and... Yeah, something precious was stolen from Grey Mother. Find it and return it to her. Let's talk to her and see if she has anything to say. No. So that key, I need to go to the bank, which is in Milton, somewhere in the in the four-way intersection in the middle, and I don't remember. I think it's that one there. But one of the houses here, and we need to get to opening and get the things you want, and probably look around and prepare to leave, because that's pretty much what we are trying to do. We are trying to leave Milton and see if we can find Astrid, which we have determined isn't here. So, is there anything else? I don't think so. Yeah, retrieve the contents of the safety deposit box from the bank. Yeah, that's the next thing we need to do. And sorry about the long episode, but I wanted to sort of round off and end at a point where when I'm come back next time, might actually understand where I am, and not be standing in a random field somewhere, and as I come back and do the intro, get attacked by a wolf. That would be amusing, but annoying. However, on screen, you should now be able to see YouTube recommendation, quick access to subscribe button, and a quick access to the playlist for this series. And I don't remember if I asked you to like the video, but if I didn't, you know, all of that. For now, thanks for watching. Goodbye, and I hope I'll see you in the next one.